Yeah, good day, Ronnie. There you go, mate. Yeah, just sitting back here. I just had my evening meal, as you call it. You can't give us too much. Like, we don't get the SOS evening. We just get a few sandwiches and a cup of coffee. But come in. There'll be trays on there. Yeah, thank you. The lady just came in and took the tray away, so that should be all right for a while. Shouldn't be disturbed. Yeah, the only thing was the coffee was cold and free sugars, and I don't take sugar with my tea or coffee. It's a no-no. But I just can't get it right. This morning was an absolute tragedy. I'd ordered cornflakes and got wheat bix. They usually put a knife and a spoon on your plate, on your tray. I didn't get any spoons, so I don't expected me to pick up cornflakes with a knife. I mean, they're nice for spreading your Vegemite on your toast. I didn't get no Vegemite, but fortunately I had some spares in my drawer. They never gave me the prune juice, which they're supposed to give me every day. That's to help my bowels. Uh, the time I got, well, finished up, I buzzed the nurse, they never came. So when the cleaner came in, I got her to get the spoon off of Brenda, that's on the other side of the room, and she finished with it, to give it to me so I could have my breakfast. And by that time, you can imagine it was cold as. That little things like that set you off on the wrong way for the day. When I leave here, I just told them, I said, I'm going to write a letter to the head office and give it to them, especially on this food thing. People shouldn't have to put up with this. That other place I stayed at was under the same group, and the food was excellent. I mean, if they can do it in one place, they can do it in another. They don't give it you any cheaper if the bloody food's up to shit. Sorry, but you know, it's just not good enough. You're paying the right money. I had the bank stop the money today, so they can't take no more money out of me. The next money's due on the 20th, so I'll just pay whatever they work out is due, and I'll wait till this assessment's been done, and whatever money I get from there, then they'll just get whatever they're entitled to. That'd be too much as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, enough said about that. How are you going? Hope the dogs are going well. Everybody's okay. I think that bloody heat wave of yours has probably died down there, hasn't it? That was sometimes we might only get a week. It goes mad in the middle of winter or something. We had a week a while back there. Don't forget, it's supposed to be winter here, and it was up in the top 20s. And yeah, it's bloody funny. Sometimes you get the wrong weather for the wrong time of the year, and it's all over the shop. By the time you get used to it, it's back to the bloody. The people out here, they go, oh, geez, it's cold. And I said, you don't know what cold is. They go, yeah, it's true, isn't it? Like 27 or 26 is cold for them. Yeah, but I don't mind it up in the 30s. It's all right. I never used to go a lot on it when I was working because you could work up a bit of a sweat. But you do get used to it. It's a different climate altogether. But I'm definitely used to it now. I know. I told you when we went back over to England 20 odd years ago, they had a bit of that was in June, I think. It was a bit of a warm spell there, and I thought it was quite really warm in London. It probably must have been all the high buildings and the cloud cover. Because the sky never looks any brighter, does it, over there? Even when you get the summer, there's still grey old dull skies. But here, the bloody sun never stops shining, even when it rains, it shines. Yeah, so yeah, we're looking forward to getting home. Julie went out to the house today, and she said the bloody place looks a mess. This is after they cleaned the joint up the other day, so obviously Steve hasn't been doing a great deal. They're pretty disappointed about that. And she had an appointment about 10 o'clock this morning with a guy from the disability, they sell all wheelchairs and stuff. And he gave her a quote for some ramps. We need a ramp to go out one of the rooms out to the sunroom, and then we need a ramp. You can get this portable ramp that you put down over the back steps. See, it's not cheap. You can get a longer one. We can get one made to measure, and that's probably even dearer again. Or if you want to go to full hog, you got to bloody get someone round to build you one, like a wooden one, and then as I am at the moment, I had these steps put in, just they're already there, and I had some handrails put, but now the handrails are not long enough. If they have to bloody put a longer ramp in, which they will, the longer the ramp, the more gradual it seems. I don't think Brenda will be up for pushing it up like in the chair herself, because it's only 3 steps high, but it could be still too much. But at least we'll have something decent to push her down or push her up, you know. But we can always sort of look into that down the track. But see, the old money's made a big bash of me money now, and I'm hoping I'll get that fair bit back from the government, you know, because they can't overcharge me. It's just not. I've got it in black and white. They just can't. But it means how much they're going to give me back. It'll probably be about half anyway. Yeah, geez, the time goes quick, doesn't it? 6 minutes gone already. Anyway, the other day I couldn't believe it. I whacked it up to about 11 minutes, and yeah, it went through. But sometimes you put it onto the video manager. That's what you've got to do to process it before you can email it. And they won't do it, you know. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. So, and everyone keeps coming around. Are you going? I hear you're leaving. I said, oh Jesus! It took the manager a while before she found out. I don't know. What I might do is call a bit of a meeting. I say, now, Gavin, I've called this meeting just to let anybody, in case there's anybody here that doesn't know. Yeah, they all think, you know, why are they leaving? How are they going to live without us? Gosh, but you just can't afford it here, brother. You know, like, as I said, even if it gets adjusted down, we could afford to live here, but, you know, it'll leave us with nothing like to spend, or I've still got to keep the old house going, like as far as house insurance and rates and stuff like that. Just couldn't do it. I don't want to live like that, you know. I did work my guts out all my life just to bloody, you know, be skinned and have nothing to spend, even if we can't go anywhere. I mean, at least you have a couple of dollars in your pocket, you know. Anyway, we'll see what happens, and there's a fair bit of stuff we've got to take back too, you know. It's surprising what we brought. And I'm sitting, this chair I'm sitting in is my own chair. I've got a wheelchair, and I've got, well, I'm not actually sitting in this chair as such, Ronnie. I'm sitting in a wheelchair that's parked in front of it, if you understand what I mean. That's why it looks so far from the wall. And I've got my computer here on the table, and I've got my mouse pad just to the right of me sitting on the bed, so I can reach it nice and comfortable, you know. So yeah, everything's going all right, and got that old metal block again. Yeah. Anyway, they've come and took me dinner tray away, but that'll keep me going to the morning. I have to check the old chippies and chocolate bag out tonight to see if we can. We do get another supper before we go to bed, around about 7ish. They bring round another cuppa and some biscuits or something. Yeah, haven't had scones for a while. Anyway, mustn't grumble. All right, mate. Well, I'll ring off now, and see you later on. Hooroo.